Hi, first grade. Last time we created our scene for our pond that we're gonna make. So we didn't add color just yet, so it's kind of this white piece of paper with our grass. We have lily pads with flowers. You might have added birds or trees or something, but you did not color it. Today we're gonna add paint, but let's go ahead and recap some of the information we've already talked about our artist Monet. Claude Monet was a famous painter who lived more than 100 years ago. He lived in France in a country town. He loved bright colors, so he planted many different kinds of flowers in his very own garden. Then he dug a pond and filled it with water so that he could paint the sky and trees that were reflected there. Monet planted beautiful water lilies in the pond, and then their leaves floated on the water in yellow, pinks, and whites. Flowers bloomed on top of those leaves. So Monet loved to paint with bright colors too. He painted pictures of the water lilies in his pond by dabbing bits of color side by side. When you stand back, you can see the shape of a flower, but when you look close, you can see the strokes of paint. Let's take a close look at this painting by Claude Monet. What I want you to do is put on your imaginary art investigator goggles and look closely for 10 seconds. Don't look away. I want you just to watch where your eye goes when you look at this painting. I want you to notice the clues that are here. I'm going to count. All I want you to do is look for 10 seconds. Don't look away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's share. Would anyone like to share what they noticed or what they think about when they see this work of art? Thank you so much. So this time we're gonna paint. If you weren't here last time, what I want you to do is put your name and your class code over here. You can get your class code from a friend, and then before you start painting today, I want you to add in the details like the flower, the lily pads. I'm sure a friend could show you how to do it, and also maybe some details like a dragonfly or maybe something in the sky. Before we paint, let's go over some expectations. You should have picked up a placemat from the front of the room. Go ahead and open it up and place your little landscape that we're making of the pond right on top so that if you need to paint the edges, it'll work and it won't get on the table. You're also going to share a paint tray with you and your partner. If you're alone, that's okay. You'll be in charge of putting it up. And then we'll have a water cup. Remember, we dip, let it drip, and then we use the pan. So I'm gonna go over what I expect in this project. I hope I heard some great observations. What I wanted you to notice is that he uses a lot of cool colors. So this painting is a little bit different because we see a lot of purples and blues in the water. But water can also be green, and those lily pads are green. So he uses a lot of cool colors in his paintings. Later on in this project, not today, we will add a bridge over our pond, which will look really, really cool. We won't do that today. Today we're gonna worry about painting the water. Remember last time we made the grass? Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to paint. So, today, what you will do is you're gonna use the green, blue, and purple. I know that purple's really dark. You're gonna use only these three colors. Those are the cool colors that Monet used. You dip, swirl, that will get the paint on the brush, and I want you to place the colors everywhere. You don't need to do it a certain way. I kind of want you to do it messy style. So you're gonna put greens in different places, you'll put the blues in different places, the purples in different places. This is what it will make look like a real Monet painting. So I'm just taking my time. If I need to switch colors, you dip, let it drip, and you dab. No, not this kind of dab, this kind of dab. You need to make sure that your brush is dry before you go into the next color. Now I'm gonna go into that purple. The purple's right next to the brown this time. And then I will do some purple in random spots. The cool thing that's gonna happen is that your colors are going to blend together. They're gonna look really cool once they start blending together. The way they blend together is you have to put them right next to each other, and they do it automatically as it starts to dry. So when you get this back, you'll get to see all the cool color blends. Don't forget to add some blue as well. So I'm speed moding now, but I want you to fill up the entire paper with different splotches and spots of the blue, purple, and green. Once you are done, make sure that your tray is closed. You'll put your paintbrush in the water cup. If your table's dry, throw away your paper towel, but if your table is not dry, like mine, use that paper towel to dry it off before you throw it away. And then you can take your water cup, and as always, we follow the green arrows all the way around. And we're going to put our water cups in the sink with the paintbrush inside. After you have put up your paint tray on the green counter near the sinks, and then put your water cup in the sink when both you and your partner are done, you can put this on the drying rack. Make sure that your placemat is underneath like you see in the photo here. We always start from the bottom of the drying rack and work our way up. What's really cool is that you're gonna see all these different blends. I can see those purples, greens, and blues all over the water. This looks fabulous. I hope that you have a fun day. This will be really cool when we start to add our bridge next time. And I'm excited to see what you're gonna make. Bye.